He makes it look so easy, doesn't he? But the thing is, it can be. We hope to show you a way today of catching carp when they're feeding right up in the water using the surface feeder. It's going to take some practice, but we're sure that with a little bit of time you'll be catching more fish. You can't beat the feeling of playing a nice fish, and you never quite know what you've got until you get it over the net. He's not just playing to the camera. In the summertime these fish are really fit and they put up a really good fight. That's not too bad, is it? Quite a nice fish. The first thing to notice is how the angler's casting. Accurate casting is one of the keys to getting more fish, and it's not that hard to achieve. Watch how he's bringing the rod round over the back of his head and a little punch forward, but he's following the line of his eyesight, pushing that rod and the float straight out to where he wants to be. There's plenty of bend going into that rod as our catch puts up a good fight. These fish really are fit. There we go, safely into the net. Now it's time to say a few words about our rig. We've chosen the coil version for today. You can see the main line's tied directly into one end of the swivel and the hook length is straight on to the other. Our angler is using a latex band to fish a 6mm pellet, but you could just as easily hair rig a piece of corn or even use maggots directly onto the hook. A small amount of fluffy ground bait is squeezed around the coil, not too tight otherwise it won't explode into a cloud as it hits the water. Try a mix of 1 kilo of brown crumb, half kilo of ground trout pellet and throw in a few handfuls of 4mm pellets. That should get you going. Take your time playing your fish, don't be a bully. The more you rush, the more chance you've got of losing him. Remember, don't squeeze the ground bait too tightly around the coil. And try to be accurate with your casting. That really is one of the keys to catching more fish. The dark shadows you can see around the float show just how many fish our cloud of ground bait has attracted, and they're all competing for the hook bait. Just watch the line tighten as the fish grab and run with the pellet. And still the fish keep coming. In a little over 2 hours he's taken a nice bag of fish. This really is a fantastic method, but you know what, most importantly of all, it's easy.